For decades, writing software meant typing every line of code manually, debugging endless errors, and spending hours searching documentation. Today, artificial intelligence can generate complex code, detect bugs, build entire applications, and even understand instructions written in plain English. This transformation is forcing developers to rethink their role in the industry. The end of traditional coding workflows. For decades, software development followed a familiar process. Developers wrote code line by line, searched documentation, debugged errors, and slowly built applications through manual effort. Even with frameworks and libraries that simplified development, coding still required deep technical knowledge and many hours of work. That traditional workflow is now undergoing a dramatic transformation. Artificial intelligence has begun to reshape how software is written, tested, and maintained. Instead of manually crafting every function, developers increasingly rely on AI systems that can generate large portions of code automatically. The role of the programmer is shifting from writing every line to guiding intelligent systems that produce solutions. This shift is changing the pace of software creation. Companies that previously needed teams of engineers to build prototypes can now move from idea to working application far more quickly. AI as the new coding partner. Artificial intelligence is no longer just an external tool used occasionally by programmers. It has become an active participant in the development process. Instead of replacing developers entirely, AI acts more like a highly capable assistant that continuously suggests improvements, identifies mistakes, and writes code in real time. One of the most significant changes is how developers interact with code editors. AI-powered assistants can analyze the context of a project and predict what the developer intends to build. This capability dramatically speeds up development. Rather than spending time writing repetitive logic or searching online for examples, developers can accept or modify AI-generated suggestions instantly. It allows engineers to focus more on design decisions and problem-solving rather than routine implementation details. AI systems can also learn patterns from massive collections of open-source software. By studying millions of repositories, these systems understand common programming techniques and best practices. When generating code, they often follow standards that experienced developers have refined over many years. The result is a collaborative relationship. The human developer still directs the project and makes architectural decisions, but AI handles many of the mechanical aspects of programming. Natural language programming. Perhaps the most revolutionary change in software development is the emergence of natural language programming. Traditionally, learning to code required mastering complex syntax and strict programming rules. Every language had its own structure, symbols, and formatting requirements. AI is now bridging the gap between human language and machine instructions. Developers can describe what they want in plain English, and the AI translates that description into executable code. This approach significantly lowers the barrier to entry for building software. People who are not professional programmers can still create simple applications by explaining their ideas clearly. A startup founder, designer, or business analyst can describe the features they need, and AI can generate a working prototype. Even experienced developers benefit from this capability. Instead of writing dozens of lines of boilerplate code, they can simply describe the functionality and allow AI to generate the initial version. The developer then reviews, refines, and optimizes the result. Automated debugging and code improvement. Debugging has always been one of the most time-consuming parts of programming. Developers often spend hours tracing errors, identifying faulty logic, and fixing small mistakes that break an application. Artificial intelligence is now transforming this process as well. AI tools can scan large code bases and detect potential problems before they cause failures. By analyzing patterns from previous bugs and vulnerabilities, these systems recognize suspicious code structures and alert developers immediately. In many cases, AI can even suggest or implement the fix automatically. If a function contains inefficient logic or a common programming mistake, the system proposes a corrected version. Security is another area where AI is proving valuable. Software vulnerabilities often appear when developers overlook subtle issues in authentication, data handling, or network communication. AI systems trained on known security flaws can review code and highlight weaknesses that humans might miss. The rise of AI-generated applications. AI is not just assisting with individual pieces of code. Entire applications can now be generated with minimal human input. Developers can describe a product concept, define its key features, and allow AI systems to assemble the necessary components automatically. These systems combine knowledge from multiple programming languages and frameworks. They understand how front-end interfaces communicate with back-end servers, how databases store information, and how APIs connect different services. By integrating these pieces automatically, AI can produce functional software prototypes in a fraction of the time previously required. This capability is especially powerful for startups and small teams. Instead of hiring large engineering departments, they can rely on AI to accelerate early development. Human developers then refine and expand the system as the product grows. The changing role of software engineers. As AI becomes deeply integrated into development workflows, the role of software engineers is evolving. Writing every line of code manually is no longer the central responsibility. Instead, developers are becoming system designers, problem solvers, and AI supervisors. Engineers must understand how to guide AI tools effectively. They need to provide clear instructions, review generated code carefully, and ensure that the final system behaves as intended. Critical thinking and architectural design skills are becoming more important than memorizing syntax. Another emerging skill is prompt engineering, which involves crafting precise instructions that help AI produce better results. Developers who learn how to communicate with AI systems effectively can dramatically increase their productivity. At the same time, human oversight remains essential. AI-generated code can still contain errors, inefficiencies, or security risks. Developers must evaluate and refine the output to ensure it meets professional standards. Rather than eliminating programmers, AI is transforming their responsibilities. A new era of software creation. The combination of AI-generated code, natural language programming, and automated debugging is creating a fundamentally different development environment. Software creation is becoming faster, more accessible, and increasingly collaborative between humans and machines. In the past, building sophisticated applications required years of experience and large engineering teams. Today, a single developer supported by AI can accomplish work that once demanded entire departments. This shift is not just improving productivity, it is expanding who can participate in software development. Designers, entrepreneurs, and domain experts can now contribute directly to building digital products without needing deep programming backgrounds. Software development is entering an era where creativity and problem understanding matter more than manual coding ability. AI has not simply improved programming tools, it has begun redefining what it means to be a developer in the modern technological world. If you enjoyed this video and want more content about technology, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel,